So it's been almost 10 months since the Wuhan virus pandemic changed the course of our lives. So far, 1 million people have died. Multiple countries have been pushed into recession. 100 million people are facing the risk of extreme poverty. There is a threat to global development. From education to tourism, everything has come to a standstill. It's being compared to a world war. So what are we doing to punish the perpetrator, the exporter of this virus? Should it not compensate for the damage, for putting our futures at risk, for endangering lives and livelihoods? Let me ask you something. Every time an individual or a group attacks peace, how do we respond? We hold them accountable. We try to punish them. We try to make them compensate. Now, this virus is the biggest threat to peace and life on earth. What have we done? Let me give you more examples. On the 11th of September 2001, Al-Qaeda terrorists carried out attacks in New York and Washington, D.C. 2,977 people were killed. The U.S. responded by declaring a war on terror. Airstrikes on Al-Qaeda training camps followed. In 2011, Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden was hunted and killed. He was made to pay for his crimes. Now, I'm not saying start another war or drop bombs, but if justice was pursued for the killing of 3,000 odd people, why isn't it a priority for the death of 1 million? Do they not deserve justice? Let's say this is not a deliberate act. Let's say it was an accident, a virus leak, or just a pandemic about which China continued to lie. This too is criminal. In 2011, an accident at Japan's Fukushima nuclear plant killed 573 people. It was the second deadliest nuclear accident in history. The company running the Fukushima nuclear plant was asked to pay damages worth 500 million yen. In 1998, American company Owens Corning Corporation was told to pay $1.2 billion for causing cancer. That's because 200,000 people claimed that the company's asbestos building material was causing cancer. In 1984, the Bhopal gas tragedy killed 3,000 people. The Union Carbide Corporation was slapped with a settlement amount of $470 million. The perpetrators are always asked to pay. Let me give you more recent examples. The Mauritius oil spill, a Japanese ship leaking more than 1,000 tons of fuel into the sea. Guess who is paying for the ecological disaster? The owner of the ship. The Beirut blast in August, more than 190 people were killed, thousands of homes and businesses devastated. Lebanon is being made to pay for it. The president has signed a decree allocating 100 billion Lebanese pounds, or more than $66 million, as compensation. The port blast damaged 19,000 businesses. The Wuhan virus has permanently shut down countless businesses. Millions of others have been affected. Do these business owners not deserve compensation? They do. And China needs to pay them. Not holding China accountable will be setting a wrong example. It would mean any rogue country can start a war, any country can get away with criminal negligence, kill millions of people and businesses, and walk away with full impunity. This is not how the global justice system works.